So Jimmy, it's the end of the unbeaten run. How do you feel after defeat here today?
Always knew it was going to be tough at Blyth Spartans. I've just said to the lads in there, unfortunately, if you don't have 11 players at it, we're going to get, you won't get nothing at Blyth Spartans. It's about the 7th time I've been now, and the maximum I've got is a point. Always a good side, always set up. Shame the unbeaten run's gone, but if it's going to go to one of the top sides. And obviously watching Blyth today, I think they've won the game. Our place at a canter, and today I think they've won at a canter really.
The player that scored the goal has got a lot of Premier League experience, played in the Football League for a long time. It shows just the quality that there is at the top of this division, I suppose.
Every player they've got good players. I know it's harsh, it's probably a bad thing to say, but sometimes it's a pleasure to watch because they do the simple things right all across the park. Keeper, full-back, centre half, middle of the park. They move the ball ever so simple, get it up to the two quick lads up top, and they're a threat every time they go forward. And again, your two centre halves, full-backs have to have a good game. You've got to get 8 or 9 out of 10 if you're going to play against their forward line. And I said to the lads before the game, they will score probably 1, they might get 2. So we've got to score 2 to get a draw. We've had our little half chances, which, as the massive underdogs of the day, you've got to take them little half chances and make them think that they're in a tougher game. But shame we didn't put a bit more fight in today, I think.
2 penalties that were the difference. I suppose it shows that you can certainly come to these sort of places and match teams.
Well, in open play, as we just said again in the dressing room, they haven't actually broke us down and put one in the top corner and scored a great goal, a 3 or 4 man move. We've given them 2 penalties, and if you take the 2 penalties away, would it have been 0-0? That's a football dream, and nobody knows that one. But I just think we're second best all the way through. I don't think our strikers actually had a great game today. I think they've done okay, but you need to have a great game when you come to these massive clubs like Blyth.
Chance for Callum Ball just before half-time, just past the post. Different game, I suppose. If that goes in, you go in at half-time 1-0.
Yeah, again, the team talk was sort of like pretty simple. Away at Blyth, they will probably have 70-30 chances. They'll be better than us. They'll create more chances than us. With the away side, with the sort of like minnows, underdogs, can you take them chances? And it's there. And Callum knows he's got his head in his hands in there. He should have scored. He's had 2 great chances. I think Luke Barwell's had a good chance. So it's just all ifs and buts in it when you come to big clubs like this.
And even though it's ended, I suppose you can take a lot from the unbeaten run. What would you say you can take from it? The fact that they can take a sequence of results and move themselves up the table quite quickly.
Again, my team talk after match team talk there has just been about, listen, let's get to reality now. We're starting to play the big guns. We've got Stafford Rangers Wednesday night. Sorry. There's three little leagues, mini leagues. I always say that in the Northern Premier. The top 8, I think, is a bridge too far for us. Then there's a middle 8 and there's a bottom 8. I think we're good enough and strong enough to start at the bottom 8. But then you just see all the results, everyone gets the phone out, and all the ones in the middle have all won. So again, we've probably got to look over our shoulders that way again, down the bottom end rather than the top end. I've said it 1,000 times, said on the radio yesterday, what a strong league it is. What a really strong league. Some monster teams in here this year. And for Barwell to be halfway, or just under halfway now, I think we're in probably a fair position, really.
You mentioned Wednesday's game against Stafford, a team that have picked up a lot of good form recently. What are your thoughts heading into the match?
Again, I think it'll be as tough as this one. I think they're going to be a very good side. I don't know what's happened today, 2-0 up, abandoned.
Yeah.
So I don't know the situation there. I'll speak to a couple of the Stafford lads later that I know, and that's what happened there. But it's going to be exactly the same as this. I said 2 weeks ago we've been on a good run. But you've got Blyth and Stafford to come. I don't know why. I've had a bet with Tom Cherry that Stafford will be in around the top 6. I think they might even be the top 4 if they keep the squad together. So again, it's going to be monstrous. All I want to say to the lads now is, listen, you've travelled all the way up to Newcastle. I'm not a big fan of it, as I've said before, but listen, please enjoy your night out. You've been on a great run. Put this one behind you and move on to the next one.